Time now for basketball. The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Houston
First
Rockets.
came the shocking retirement of Magic Johnson. Now, knee surgery has sidelined James Worthy, and Sam Perkins finds himself on the injured list. The Lakers have skidded from playoff locks to playoff question marks, but 4 straight wins have them primed for the stretch run. In Houston, the suspension of Hakeem Olajuwon has been lifted due to a vote by NBA owners. Now the pressure is on the Rockets as they find themselves in a key battle with the Lakers in the drive for the playoff berth. Next.
Hello, this is Alton Bird welcoming you to the Summit in Houston, where this week the Rockets do battle with the Los Angeles Lakers. Going into tonight's game, the Portland Trail Blazers and the Utah Jazz are the only confirmed playoff-bound teams in the West. With only the top 8 going through, the Lakers and Rockets are in a dogfight for the final place. For tonight's action and the latest on the Hakeem Olajuwon story, let's join Rod Thulin and Doug Collins at courtside.
Back at the Summit in Houston, Texas, where the players are being introduced. And Hakeem Olajuwon, to a mix of boos and cheers, introduced as we look at tonight's Jeep Eagles starting lineups. And the first thing you see when you look at the lineups, Hakeem Olajuwon is starting. We were told he would be coming off the bench today, but just a couple of minutes ago, they changed their mind, and he will be starting at the center position. Now, the headlines and the lead stories today were all Hakeem Olajuwon, and they all had the same theme. He wants to be traded, and he told us before the game it would be the best for both parties.
I think you always look at the track record of individuals before you can judge them. And I think my track record, if anything else at all, deserves a benefit of the doubt. I mean, they didn't even give me a benefit of the doubt, without a proof. So the damage has been done. I mean, they question my integrity. Nationwide, there's a lot of cheap shots talking about me. They don't even know me personally. So I think we're best for everybody to fight after the season.
Well, I think, Ron, when you listen to Hakeem, obviously there's a lot of pain in his voice, and I think what he would like most is to finish this season strongly with the Rockets, get them into the playoffs, make a good showing, and then hopefully in the offseason get a trade that would benefit both he and the Rockets. So I know it's a tough situation for both the Rockets and Hakeem right now, but he's going to have to play through it and do the best he can to help his team get into the playoffs.
Well, trading him, easier said than done. The compensation factor, Houston obviously would have to get something in return, and that is a difficult point considering salary cap, but that is all in the future. As Mike Mathis, Bernie Fryer, Ron Alesiak will be the officials for tonight's ball game. Hakeem says he's 91% better. Why not 90%? Why not 95? How did he come up with 91? But he says he's better. And Eldon Campbell and Hakeem will jump it up again. And here comes Vlade Divac quickly down to Scott. And we are underway at the Summit in Houston as the Rockets look to get into those top 8 positions in one of the top 8. That'll be Buck Johnson's first personal foul. To tell you how the city has engulfed this controversy, the city council in Houston took time out to argue whether or not Hakeem Olajuwon was faking his injury, and finally the mayor stepped in and defended Hakeem. Inside to Campbell, uses the right hand, and he's got the first 2 of the ball game.
Well, great move there by Eldon Campbell. You see first 2 possessions going inside to AC Green, who got the foul that time, Eldon Campbell. So looks like the plan of attack for the Lakers is to attack inside early.
Thorpe battles his way. He gets his first 2 of the ball game, coming in averaging 17 points a contest. We're knotted up at 2. Houston coming in with a record of 37-35. Los Angeles at 38-32.
Well, two well-executed plays by the Lakers. Those were the way you would draw them up on the chalkboard before the ball game. That time a beautiful back screen and alley-oop to Eldon Campbell. So two quick baskets, which is a good sign because he's a guy that can get lost in your offense if you don't go to him.
Hakeem with the right hand over Vlade Divac, puts it down for his first two of the ball game, his first 2 points in 6 games. Knotted up at 4. Lakers 17-18 on the road. A victory tonight pulls them up to 500. Creek, the jumper won't go down. Here come the Rockets. Push the ball up. Creek lets Johnson go around him, then he swipes it away. Ball belongs to the Lakers, off the foot of Buck Johnson.
The quick hands of Sedale Freed reaching in, knocking the ball loose from Buck Johnson. The last time we saw Sedale Freed on TNT, he lit up the New York Knicks for 42 points in one of the most scintillating performances we've seen all year long.
You know, Doug, and before that game, in fact, Mike Dunleavy said the key is maybe Eldon Campbell getting going. We saw he had his first 4 points in the ball game. Divac active inside to Campbell again. Up in the road, Jay, for a little Spalding burger courtesy of Hakeem Olajuwon, number 2 in the NBA in blocks.
Well, there you see the importance of Olajuwon. All that little weak stuff around the basket is taken out of there. Here he comes over to give help to Otis Thorpe and gets the beautiful block shot.
Bale slips, shot clock at 10, still a lot of time remaining. Shot clock at 5. To Scott. Campbell with 3 on the clock, and he rattles it home. So Eldon Campbell now with 6, the Lakers with 6.
When we talked to Mike Dunleavy today, he felt that Eldon Campbell had all the potential to be an all-pro defensive player in this league. The quickness, the shot blocking ability, all the things, if he just concentrates, and we see a pretty focused Eldon Campbell right now.
What Vernon Maxwell does best, throw up the three-pointer. This one doesn't go down. Reed over the outstretched hands of Maxwell, doesn't get it. Here comes Vernon. Has Smith on the right. Thorpe trailing. Quickly, the Lakers back down, and Byron Scott answers it rather handily.
That's something the Lakers have been doing a little bit more in the last 4 games, pushing the ball up the floor. They really have lost their low post game with Worthy out, Magic out, Sam Perkins out, so they're opening the floor up and running a little more, and the results have been positive.
And the key to that sometimes has been A.C. Green being able to push the ball up. Hakeem, the right-handed spin move, and Hakeem has dropped his first 2 down. He has 4. We're knotted up at 8, 8:45 left. 4th tie of the ball game already. Scott with 3, doesn't get it. Divac tries to get it away from Olajuwon and does just that. Green with the board, can't get it to go. Divac tried to keep it alive. Here comes Hakeem. Johnson, basket. Rockets 5-2 nearing the 8-minute mark of the first quarter. Sedale Freed over Kenny Smith. Thorpe with the board, the long outlet to Maxwell. To the hole.
You can already see the presence of the Rockets on the defensive backboard. When they rebound, they've been able to get out and run. That's 2 fast break opportunities, one for Kenny Smith, now for Vernon Maxwell. So the Lakers are going to have to do a good job in transition. This is an explosive Rocket team when they run.
They're explosive, but they can also self-destruct. Vlade Divac doesn't hit anything with the skyhook.
So here they go again. This time he pulls up and shoots the 3 again off the defensive rebound. I guess they call it a 2-point shot, but when Vernon Maxwell gets that kind of flow, Rudy T does not mind that shot in transition. It's the ones that come off the dribble with the defense back that causes them the most problems.
Houston with 8 straight points. They lead it by 6. Inside Byron Scott dishes excellent pass to Vlade Divac, and that is exactly what Rudy Tomljanovic was wondering about, if Vlade Divac is going to get some of his big men in foul trouble.
You know, watch Hakeem here. He has the quickest spin moves, I think, of any big man I've ever seen. You're going to watch him here. He spins and then comes wheeling back with a little right-hand hook shot. He makes it look easy. It's a very difficult shot because he's changing direction so quickly. His outstanding quickness is what has made him such a premier post player in this league. He just does it with speed and quickness and finesse.
Vlade Divac has 3, coming off a 32-point performance, his career high versus Philadelphia on Sunday. Hakeem inside. Ball loose, belongs to the Lakers. 6:51 left to be played in the first quarter. Houston wants a playoff spot. Right now, they lead the Lakers by 3.
The Lakers fought back when play resumed. We pick up the action with the game, tied at 23, and Olajuwon already sitting on the bench.
Hakeem Olajuwon will sit down. Larry Smith has checked into the lineup, as has Matt Bullard for the Houston Rockets. And Terry Teagle, wearing number 20, has come in for the LA Lakers.
We'll have to see right now if the Lakers go right to Teagle. Matt Bullard, a bigger player, to see if Teagle can use his quickness to free him up for an easy shot.
Teagle coming off a big game against Dallas last week, 28 points, season high. He's really come on as of late. It didn't look pretty, and it didn't go down for Vlade Divac. Smith tries to force the pass inside. 3. He has a 4-on-2 if he looks who's behind him. Teagle, that is his favorite shot, and he drains it.
Bad sign for the Rockets. Terry Teagle is one of these guys. He makes his first couple shots. He could be hot the whole night. So Bullard is going to have to really concentrate and not give him easy baskets. On the other hand, you want to go to Bullard to make Teagle play some defense.
Teagle, a first-round pick back in 1982 by the Rockets. Excellent pass inside to Byron Scott, who knocks it down. Scott with 8. Teagle, the 16th player chosen overall that year, lives in Broadus, Texas. Probably the smallest town of any NBA player.
There's screen roll. Beautiful play by Kenny Smith. He gets inside. Vlade tried to show up big enough to stop his penetration. Couldn't get over there quickly enough. Got into the lane for the easy pass. And here's Mr. Offense right there, Terry Teagle.
Maxwell clears the board. Lakers have led by as many as 4. Houston's led by as many as 6.
So they go back to the screen roll. Kenny Smith, this time with Otis Thorpe.
4-second difference between the shot and the game clock. That's the game clock, lower right-hand portion.
Matt Bullard's an excellent three-point shooter. They can't leave him.
Smith takes it all the way, doesn't get it. Cliff Robinson comes down with the rebound, and we have a loose ball foul with 5.7 showing on the clock. And that's on Robinson.
Here's a screen roll again. Kenny Smith. You see Vlade Divac cannot show quickly enough. Kenny Smith gets inside, forces Cliff Robinson to show. When he does, it gives Otis Thorpe the easy basket.
Rockets have one last shot. Smith has it blocked at the buzzer. No basket, despite the fact Thorpe doesn't get it to go down. But we've played 12 minutes at the Summit in Houston, and it is exactly what we thought it would be. The Lakers, in a close game, lead it by 2.
Welcome back to the Summit in Houston, where the Los Angeles Lakers continued their end-to-end combat with the Houston Rockets at the beginning of the second quarter. We rejoin the game with the Lakers just holding on to their slim lead.
Laker bench has done an excellent job as Sadale Creed comes back into the lineup. Not only holding the lead, but keeping it at 2 as Terry Teagle, as the shot clock goes off, doesn't get it the outlet to Sleepy Floyd. Let's see if he passes it this time. He does. No basket.
Like Buck Johnson got away with running about 3 steps with the basketball, but
and Mike, I think, agrees with you. He had a suitcase in his hand. We did see that. Whistle on the foul was on Teagle.
Mike doesn't even look at him. He says, does he have to dribble? It's so quiet in here, we can hear the coaches.
Buck Johnson gets it at the conclusion of tonight's game. Doug and I will be selecting the Budweiser player of the game. That'll be following tonight's contest. And that's pretty good when you can hear the coach on the far side of the field. Buck now with 5 points for the ball game. Go to the line for number 2. Alfonso Johnson Jr., better known as Buck. Gets him Buck.
I think Sedale Green's going to have to start looking a little offense. He has not scored in this game. We know how important he is to their offense. They've been going very much to Teagle, but I think Sedale's going to have to look for his shot. He's 0 for 4, but he's continually must be aggressive because he's a big part of their team right now.
Green gets Olajuwon up, and it's tipped up and in by Eldon Campbell.
They've got 7 offensive rebounds right now, so the offensive rebounding is keeping the Lakers in this game right now. If the Rockets would do a good job, I think they could get out, get some fast breaks, maybe get some distance. Right now, they're not rebounding.
Campbell now with 10 is Vernon Maxwell and Otis Thorpe will come back in for the Rockets. Smith, shot clock at 4. Kicks it back out, shot clock at 2. Buck Johnson for a 2, short, ball loose on the floor. Smith dives for it. Teagle has it. Let's see what we're going to do. We have a kick, and it'll belong to the Lakers. And Rudy Tomjanovich doesn't like the call. Sleepy Floyd will sit down. Smith sits down. Thorpe and Maxwell come back into the lineup.
So we talked to Rudy before the game. He said, you know, I thought the 15 games, this job was a piece of cake. He said, what's happened here the last few games? Is this what it's like in the NBA coaching? I said, welcome aboard.
And we asked him whether or not he wants to coach next year. He goes, I'm going to wait till the end of the year.
If you'd asked him after 15 games, he said, hey, bring it on.
He's ready to go. In and out. No good.
Another offensive rebound. That's 8.
AC Green put the right shoulder down, couldn't get the shot to go, but he does draw the foul from Buck Johnson. That's his second personal. I think a lot of assistant coaches don't realize what it's like. In fact, one of Rudy's comments was he's hit the Rolaids rather heavily in the last 3 weeks.
You know, Ron, when you look at this Rocket team, you have Hakeem Olajuwon averages over 12 rebounds a game. He's 5th in the NBA. Otis Thorpe, almost 11 rebounds a game. He's in 13th. But as a team, they're being out-rebounded over 2 rebounds per game. This is one of their weaknesses. They turn the ball over more than their opponents. They're out-rebounded. And as a result, they struggle because their shots are not always going to be good ones. So those are 2 areas they really must firm up. And I don't know why they're not a better rebounding team, because they should be with 2 premier rebounders.
Buck Johnson drains it from the outside. Doesn't it come down to a lot just basic boxing out for them, though?
Well, yeah, and also
long rebound?
Yes, it does. And what happens is your guards start worrying about leaking out and getting out on the fast break, and they don't get long rebound opportunities. Your guards are very important in the scheme of rebounding when you're a team that takes long shots and also a team that likes to fast break. You've got to, first of all, defensive rebound before you can get out and run.
Lakers have it with 13 on the shot clock. Teagle short. I guess he didn't see that masking tape was about 3 steps behind him. Smith to Thorpe with the second jam.
See, when the Rockets rebound, they get down the floor and get easy scores. I mean, if they would make a commitment to really get on the board, I think they could get out and give themselves a 7, 8, 10-point lead here quickly, but they have just not done a good job rebounding.
Green gets it in. Boy, he bought a break right underneath the hand of Kenny Smith. Breach still looking for his first field goal of the ball game. Doesn't get it. He's 0 for 5. The foul followed by Divac. Steals it to Campbell. Olajuwon on the foul.
9 offensive rebounds now for the Lakers. They have 16 second chance points. If Eldon Campbell converts the free throws here, he'll make it 18. So right now the offensive rebounding has been a major factor. You see Hakeem here with the block shot. They ruled that he was pulling the shoulder down on Eldon Campbell, so it would be a 2-shot foul. But it's really been a tale of 2 games right now. Offensive rebounding by the Lakers, fast break opportunities by the Rockets. They have 22-10 to the Lakers, so they're winning the battle of the fast break. The Lakers the battle of the boards, and we have an even game.
Campbell doesn't get the second. He's only 62% from the line, but he does have 11 first-half points as the Lakers lead it by 1 inside of 3 minutes at the Summit in Houston. That got the crowd a little reaction from him. Maxwell dribbles it into the hands of Divac. Lakers 3 on 4. Scott from outside, and he rattles it home.
Byron looks very comfortable with his jump shot tonight. That's twice he's pulled up on the fast break and pulled the trigger on that jumper. He is an excellent jump shooter when he shoots it in rhythm.
And now the Lakers lead it by 3 inside of 2.5. Whistle and an offensive foul on Houston.
That's Otis Thorpe moving on the screen. Here's Byron Scott again. Transition, looks ahead, pulls up. Soft, high-arcing jump shot, but it's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Byron Scott, the all-time LA leader in three-pointers made, has 10 this evening. It's a 9th turnover for Houston. They're averaging almost 17 a game. Inside, A.C. Green loses the handle, but we have a foul. That'll be on Buck Johnson.
You got to love A.C. Green. A.C. Green was a guy who lost his starting position last year because he was so important to them coming off the bench. Perkins is a starter. Now he's been a starter. He's posting, he's running, he's playing defense, he's rebounding. Every team in the league would love to have a guy like A.C. Green because he just does whatever you want him to do to win.
Lakers by 4, 2:03 left. Bullard can shoot from outside, doesn't get this one to go. Thorpe pushed Eldon Campbell in the back. That gets the crowd going as Otis Thorpe picks up his 3rd personal foul, and Rudy Tomjanovich is up off the bench.
Larry Smith is going to have to get back into the ball game with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. You've got to protect Otis Thorpe so he does not pick up his 4th. You know, I expected a high-energy team tonight with the Rockets, with the team coming back. No, I have not seen that. I see a little disinterest right now. I don't see that fire.
That's right.
That I thought I would see tonight for a team that has a chance to make the playoffs. Now, I don't know whether we read anything into that or not, Ron, but I just don't see that look in the eye like, we need this game tonight, let's dig in and get that. Now, that might happen in the second half, but I just don't see that right now.
You spend so much energy, Doug, defending your star during the week with the media. The media yesterday, I was here when Hakeem showed up for the first time, and it was just this mass of media interviewing every player, and everybody said the same thing. Well, we're glad to have Hakeem back. No, we don't hold it. You spend so much energy doing that?
Well, the distractions definitely take their toll. You see the push away up the floor by Sadeo Three. He does miss the layup. He's 0 for 6 now from the floor. Yeah, but distractions weigh on you, Ron. It's like anything in life. The more you have to think about, the more tiring it is, rather than just going out and instinctively playing.
Right now, the Lakers are thinking about winning. They lead it by 6. That's their biggest of the game. And they're doing it without their leading scoring. Teagle up off the bench. He'll come in for the Lakers. Inside of 1:15.
See, there's a major reason right now. Goaltending's got off to a great start. He had 8 quick points, picked up a couple fouls. The Lakers now on an 8-point run. They've scored the last 8 straight points to lead this ball game now by 8 points. Terry Teagle waiting to come in over on the bench, but he'll have to wait after the violation.
There we see the goaltending call as Eldon Campbell now with 15 first-half points. His career and season high is 25. But Olajuwon, who started doing that early on to get 4 quick points, has 8. 6 coming in the first quarter.
See if the Lakers free Byron Scott for a jump shot here coming off the screen.
Bingo. Good call. 12 for Scott. So the Lakers shooting well again, and that is what they have done during their 4-game win streak. Bullard rattles home the 3. He is shooting better than 38% from the arc.
You can't leave Matt Bullard out there with his feet together. You got to chase him off that shot, force him to create off the dribble. Three seconds, A.C. Green, so last possession will go to the Houston Rockets, down 5. 21.5 seconds remaining here, Ron.
An 8-point lead could come down to probably, it could be as low as 2.
Eldon Campbell substituted. He has 2 fouls. Mike Dunleavy does not want him to get his 3rd with his last possession. It'll be a 20-second timeout here. Rudy T wants to set up the play.
That was only the 4th turnover by L.A. They're number 1 in turnovers, least amount, only 12 a contest. As Rudy Tomjanovich wants to talk to his team on the far side, and you made a good point. You don't want to get Eldon Campbell get that foul. He's got the hot hand, and he's banging it down inside.
Yes, as a coach, you've got to make that decision this last possession. You take him out of the ballgame. I think the Lakers still have a 20-second timeout remaining, so if they were able to stop them and have a little time on the clock, maybe they could call their 20 and make their substitutions. But with it being a defensive situation, you want to get a player out of the ball game to try to protect him. You'd like to have him to have 4 fouls going into the second half rather than 3.
As we look at Eldon Campbell, towel around his shoulders, 15 first half points. And the Lakers will go with Scott, Greet, Teagle, Divac, and Green, Bullard, Smith, Maxwell, and looks like Sleepy Floyd, a bunch of guards.
Well, 4 3-point shooters and Larry Smith, an offensive rebounder on the floor right now. So be aware of Larry Smith crashing the offensive boards.
Divac just takes it right away from Larry Smith, and we've got a jump ball, and Larry Smith is down.
Larry Smith has had trouble handling the basketball tonight. I don't know if he got hit in the face in that possession.
I think he did.
He's fumbled the ball 2 or 3 times tonight where guys have penetrated and tried to dish to him, and he's not been able to find the handle.
Rudy Tomjanovich really giving in to the officials, and we've got a timeout, and that'll be for Houston's timeout. Well, Doug, Rudy Tomjanovich faces an interesting situation. Larry Smith was brought off the court. They took him back into the locker room, nursing an eye injury. But the rule is if he doesn't jump and doesn't make that jump, he can't play the rest of the game. So they went back and got him.
You treat this like if you were fouled shooting a free throw and couldn't shoot your free throws. You can allow someone to come in and shoot the free throws, but then you're out for the rest of the ball game. So you see Larry Smith's eye. I don't know whether he got a thumb or exactly what happened, but he will be involved in the jump. The problem you have here is if they don't control the jump, they have 5 team fouls, so they can't take a quick foul to get him out of the ball game. So he's going to have to play this last 13 seconds. They've used a 20-second timeout and a full timeout here in the last 8 seconds, so it's been very costly possession for the Rockets.
Now he has to jump it up with Vlade Divac. Rockets have it.
Now watch Larry Smith get a 3-point play.
Right. Smith loses the handle. Floyd for 3. Count it. The long pass stolen by the Rockets, and that'll just about do it. We have played 24 minutes. At the Summit, a 3-point shot with 3 seconds left. Pull the Rockets within 3.
Welcome back to Houston, where the Rockets bounced back at the beginning of the third quarter in this important game for both teams. Houston has a 1-point advantage with just over 10 minutes to play in the quarter.
Fourth with the loose ball. The Rockets have a 3-on-2. They've got the numbers. Bullard. Maxwell for 3. Doesn't get it. Eldon Campbell high for the rebound.
You know, Eldon Campbell actually went up quickly, and the ball was not there, and he just hung, and with a long arm was able to get it. Sedale, what a bad night. You can't make a layup now, Sedale. 0 for 8.
Go to the ocean and try to toss it in.
It's amazing, and it is what this game is, the fragileness and the success in this game. Some nights you can't miss, other nights you can't make a layup.
Smith dribbles it off his foot right into the hands of Maxwell. Shot clock at 4, another 3. This one draws nothing but rain in the top of the backboard. Watch how he hangs up. This is Eldon Campbell's rebound.
This is what Mike Dunleavy was talking about. Look at this. He just suspends and the long arm tips it to himself. That's the greatness the Lakers see in Eldon Campbell. Now then there's nights when he's inconsistent, when he doesn't concentrate on his job, and they need him to be a big-time player with all the injuries and the things that have happened in that organization.
He's a second-year player, too. Vernon Maxwell picks up his first personal foul. Second team foul here in the second half. Eldon Campbell, who grew up in the shadows of the Forum in Inglewood, went to the same high school as Byron Scott. Here's our score and the time remaining. 9:19 left to be played in the third. The crowd's still quiet here in the Summit. There was a time when this place was as loud like Reunion Arena in Dallas. Thorpe all the way. That's a pretty move. Wake up, everybody. Inside, A.C. Green can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul as Kenny Smith goes high for the block. Smith's first.
Can't celebrate. Houston with a score. The Lakers right back at him. This is sort of visions of the 80s Lakers on the fast break, but you see the great play again. Otis Thorpe with the big hands in the finish, and then Vlade gets it out of bounds quickly, throws it ahead to Sedale, who finds A.C. Green, who gets to the free throw line and hits the first free throw. He'll get the second one to try to make this a one-point game run, 57-56 with 9:19 remaining here in the third period.
In case you're wondering what AC stands for, it stands for AC.
A-C-T-I-O-N.
Ooh, he should be in a PR firm. He's AC Junior. This is a young man who was 5'11" in ninth grade, went up to 6'8" by the time he was in 12th. Kenny Smith, the lob, more of a line drive. Another turnover for the Rockets. That is their 13th for the ball game.
And the Lakers are a team that do not force many turnovers. They only force 14 turnovers a game. They're not a team that really gets out and pressures you.
Jerry Teagle will come in. Boy, Mike Dudley was not afraid to go to Teagle right away. And Byron Scott continues to have an excellent offensive game. He has 14 points, 2 here in the second half. Tied at 57. 17th tie. All the way. Maxwell can't get it to roll. Olajuwon still loose. We're going to jump it up with Eldon Campbell and Akeem Olajuwon.
Mike Dunleavy wanted an offensive goaltending, feeling that Olajuwon touched this ball. Maxwell's missed when it was in the cylinder. Get a look to see what you think here, Coach Thulin. Here's the shot going up. Is it in the cylinder?
Boy, that's a tough one.
It's a tough call, isn't it, from that angle?
It's tough. Marty, what do you think? Marty Aronoff, our stat man, says yes, it was goaltending. And again, he thinks Washington's going to be in the NBA Finals this year, so.
The official was in the way of Matt Bullard there. He took it right off his shoulder.
Green can't get the jumper to go. Scott dribbles it off his hip right into the hands of A.C. Green. The prayer's not answered. A.C. tries again, and he's fouled.
See, A.C. Green just hustles. He just works. And you know what? I always hear people say, boy, that guy's lucky. But I've always felt that the harder you work, the luckier you seem to get to. And A.C. Green is always around the basketball. The ball was rolling loose. He was throwing people around, and he ended up with it, and now an opportunity for 2 more free throws.
A young man who really blossomed as a role player, now back in the starting position.
I saw him at Oregon State when I was coaching at Arizona State. It was him and Charlie Sitton and a guy named Steve Woodside. They had a couple excellent guards. They had a tremendous college team. I think they were upset by Kansas State and Rolando Blackman on the last shot.
I got the cover of Sports Illustrated that year. Charlie Sitton drafted by Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. And AC brought the ball up a lot.
Yes.
In his collegiate days. Thorpe, the fall away, doesn't get it. Green taps it to free. He has Scott on his left. Sedale shaking and baking. Bullard whistled for the foul, and the no-nos beginning to kick in here at the Summit as the crowd beginning to get a little more vocal, and so is Rudy T.
The one thing you learn is when you play against speed and quickness like a Sedale 3, you can't backpedal. You've got to turn and run to make up the ground. Matt Bullard was backpedaling, and Sedale just too quick for him, was able to get him off balance and then go into him and get the foul.
Sedale has an 0 for going in the field, 0 for 8. But he does get his first point. Let's take a look at it again. Different angle.
Different angle. You see Sedale actually lost control of the ball on the way up. I think that's what the fans were upset with. They weren't upset that it was a foul, but the fact that it was a 2-shot foul, although that is 5 team fouls for the Rockets, so it would be 2 shots anyway. They are in the penalty.
Sedale 3, who was last year number 2 among shooting guards to Michael Jordan in field goal percentage, finally gets in the books.
The Lakers, the Lakers are doing a terrific job defending the screen roll. The rotation is excellent. Forcing passes, recovering, closing out on shooters.
They're packing it in extremely well in Olajuwon. Byron Scott doesn't get it to go. If that would have gone, Rudy T probably would have got a timeout. Another offensive rebound and another 2 points for A.C. Green. It's the story of the game, Doug. 6-point Laker lead. Their biggest was 8, and Rudy Tomjanovich says, folks, this is getting away from us. 7:21 left to be played in the third quarter. L.A. on a 9-0 run. John Lucas, who played 65 games in that 85-86 Houston team that went 51-31, won the Midwest in the crowd tonight. Doug, that was an interesting team.
Well, you know, they were viewed or hailed as the team of the future after reaching the finals versus the Celtics that year. And interestingly enough, that's 1986, 6 years ago, and only one guy, Hakeem Olajuwon, is remaining from that team.
Had some great names on that team, like Craig Elo, now with the Cleveland Cavs, Granville Waiters, Allen Level, Mitchell Wiggins, Robert Reed, who's here tonight, Rodney McRae with the Mavericks.
How things change so quickly.
Oh, it is fragile.
What do they say? The more they change, the more they stay the same?
Exactly. Except for my hair. Down low to Olajuwon, kicks it back out. Maxwell will try another three. Still hasn't gotten one tonight.
He will not stop shooting, though, I
No.
guarantee.
Well, that was his 400th attempt in three-point land this year. Teagle from on top of the key. The high bouncer doesn't go. We've got an offensive foul. Oh, we have a foul on Houston. Now it's time to look at our GMC truck scoreboard as Matt Bullard picks up his third personal foul, and Chicago on top of New York by 9.
Boy, Cleveland all over Miami. Clippers up 16 against Detroit. I tell you, the Clippers, you got to give Larry Brown a lot of credit. He's got that team playing great basketball. They're playing terrific defense. I would not want to play the Clippers in a best of 5.
No. It's like Seattle, too.
That's right.
George Crown doing an excellent job up there. Teagle gets them both. He has 12 for the ball game. And the Lakers lead it by 8, 65-57. That matches their biggest lead of the ball game as the Lakers are now on an 11-0 run. Otis Thorpe stops the bleeding momentarily.
Now, if you're the Rockets, what do you have to do? You've got to get your defense. You've got to get some stops. You've got to rebound and get out and get some easy scores.
Boy, Sedale just has the lid on the hoop tonight. 0 for 9. He's perfect. Sedale Freak made a good defensive play there. He made Kenny Smith pick up his dribble early. Bullard gets the right-handed hook to go down. Matt Bullard now with 5.
Nice recognition there. He had the mismatch with Byron Scott, so they went right to him. He was able to post up and get the score.
Well, you've been with Sedale Freak. What do you tell him? Is he the type of player that's just going to keep firing it up, or is he going to get down on himself?
Keep taking good shots. Good shots. As long as they're good shots, that's fine.
Smith over 3, doesn't get it to go. Rebound Byron Scott. Kenny wanted a foul, didn't get it.
But it's the same thing you tell with any good shooter or any scorer. You take the shots that are in your rhythm. Like AC Green steps up. You know, if you're 0 for 8 and that shot presents itself, you still got to take it. If you run away from that shot, you might as well come over and sit down beside me, because now you become a negative out on the floor. 14 points, 9 boards for AC Green as Hakeem Olajuwon over the outstretched hands of Vlade Divac. His first 2. Ron, the Lakers have actually gotten away without making a full commitment to double team against Hakeem, but Divac has done a good job just squaring him up, which has not created a lot of mismatches and a lot of open shots.
Teagle, a double-double inside the Divac. Olajuwon gets a piece of it. So Hakeem with 6 first-quarter points, 2 in the second, 2 here in the third, and Bullard with 4 in the third.
Terry Teagle has got to help get back defensively. The numbers are against him right now. He's playing the forward position. He got caught peeking that time. He reached in, and when he did, you allowed the Rockets to have numbers. Bullard out running. That's who he's matched up against. He must get back and prevent them from getting out. Remember, we talked about offensive rebounding the Lakers, transition basketball for the Rockets. Again, a couple easy scores have gotten them right back into the game now, trailing only by 1 as Mike Dunleavy takes the timeout.
AC Green and Teagle playing catch. Teagle using his head on that play. Stops the quick turn, doesn't get it, right into the hands of AC Green. Always around the basket, always hustling.
No block out. You're allowing AC Green to go right to the basket. Guys are turning their head following the flight of the basketball, and AC's just darting to the open area.
16 points, 11 rebounds for AC Green. We've got a foul on Byron Scott. That'll be his second personal foul.
Byron Scott going down to double team. Hakeem Olajuwon reached in. Hakeem is so quick when he brings that ball in front of you. It's so hard for you to strip him. A lot of big guys, when they expose the basketball, they do it in a way that you can reach in there and dig it loose. Hakeem is so quick that normally you're going to hit him on the wrist.
Both teams in the penalty. The final 4:21. Add one more point to those numbers. Hakeem, 13th in NBA scoring, 5th in rebounds, 2nd in blocks, adds 2 more.
You got to watch this lineup now for the Lakers. This Laker lineup, Tony Smith, who thinks like a forward. You got Teagle and Byron Scott. Let's see if the Rockets can get out and run and make some things happen, because you get guys buried on that baseline, and they did not protect back well this unit when they were in the first half. I guess if you keep scoring like AC Green, you're going to have to keep throwing the ball in out of bounds. It's going to give you a chance to run back and get your breath.
18 points now for AC Green. The Lakers lead it by 3. Into the hands of Vlade Divac. Kicks it out to Smith. Teagle spotting up on his favorite spot in the left corner. Tony Smith throws it up, doesn't get it, but he does draw the foul.
Olajuwon, his 3rd personal foul. Lakers in the penalty.
Well, the 1991 finals, of course, the Lakers took on the Chicago Bulls, and the team they had quite different. This was the starting 5 and the bench in the finals, and this is the starters and the key bench players now for the Lakers. Interesting.
Larry Smith checks it.
Well, that's why you look at how important Eldon Campbell is, the addition of Sedale Threet, Terry Teagle, a guy they were going to get rid of in the exhibition season because they had too many guys, and now he's become the major contributor off the bench. So Vlade Divac has been hurt. The team that they thought when Magic had to retire, the team they thought would be their best team was going to be Sedale Threet, Byron Scott, Vlade Divac, Worthy, and Perkins. That team has started 2 games together this year. That's the adversity that this Lakers team has gone through.
And Tony Smith gets them both, which ironic, I think, for the Lakers is they've shot 468 more free throws than their opponents as Eldon Campbell blocks Hakeem Olajuwon's shot. And that's amazing considering you don't have the players banging underneath, Doug. I mean, that's just Magic Johnson penetrating.
Well, what they do is they're a strong low-post team. We see Eldon Campbell again with a great block shot using his left hand, right-hand shooter. Block with your left hands. You don't go across the body and get the foul. It's a technical thing, but a thing that makes the great shot blockers.
Bullard leans into Teagle, doesn't get it. Campbell had the rebound. Outlet to Teagle. He has Scott. Takes the big step all the way himself, Terry Teagle.
Terry Teagle has been terrific in the last 4 games off the bench, averaging about 21 points a ball game, and tonight he is the man again off the bench for the Lakers.
That's 14 this evening. Sedale Threet is having an off night. This is a pleasant surprise for Mike Dunleavy that Terry Teagle can come in and pick up the slack. Maxwell, his 401st three-pointer, and his 6th miss tonight. Olajuwon had a little bunny shot, didn't get it. Here comes Scott. All the way, he doesn't get the spin move into the hand. AC Green had it. Lakers have it. My goodness.
Well, the Rockets, I keep belaboring this point, but, they cannot clear a rebound. That time they had 2 guys back, and Bullard, or I don't know who the other guy was. Maybe it was Maxwell. Neither one could corral the ball. Another opportunity. Let's see if the Lakers can get another score.
That is exactly what concerned Rudy Tomjanovich before the game started. But the Houston Rockets dodged the bullet. To Smith. Teagle chases him down. Then he loses the handle. Fans wanted the foul.
Byron will pull up and shoot a 3. They better get on him.
Bingo! You don't know him too well, do you? Scott, shooting better than 35% from the arc, gives the Lakers their biggest lead for either team. It is 10 with 2:20 remaining in the 3rd. Right now, the Lakers playing much more inspired basketball, and this is a game that in the last 2 days in the Houston papers, the Rockets kept saying, we've got to have it, we're pumped, we'll be here. They're not right now. The Lakers on a 9-0 run.
I think Hakeem is fatigued right now. He's really sucking wind out there. He's not played, but here's the pull-up 3, again by Byron Scott. When he's in rhythm, he's a deadly outside shooter. On the season, shooting about 35% from the three-point line.
Maxwell takes it inside and instead gets it rejected, but Olajuwon with a little extra added point on it.
I think that was a shot clock violation. Unless that ball hit the backboard, that should have been a violation of the clock.
Team has played 28 minutes so far. We have 1:50 left in the 3rd. The crowd beginning to chant defense. Teagle from the corner. Campbell takes it right away from Olajuwon, who got no elevation on that jump.
I don't know if I've ever seen a team offensive rebound like the Lakers have tonight and take such advantage of. A lot of times you get second shots, but you don't deliver.
Offensive rebounds 15-6 in favor of L.A. Dillard's shot will be way short. Green takes it away from Olajuwon, and he steps out of bounds. No, they're going to call Olajuwon with a push.
Well, the reason they have to call that is because it was a possible change of violation. Had it not been the call of the foul, then A.C. Green would have been charged either with a walking violation or stepping out of bounds. So that is a good call by Mike Mathis, which is the fourth on Hakeem Olajuwon. And again, I think he's fatigued right now. Remember, this guy's not played. Shot is up. Rebound again. Who's the man? A.C. Green. Little bump right there by Hakeem. It was minimal, but enough to force the violation. Used to be when I played, there was an old rule called the force-out rule, where you force the guy out of bounds and you just maintain possession, but it really looked bad because guys were pushing guys out of bounds, so you either have to call a foul now or a violation.
The numbers for AC this quarter alone, he has 12 points and 7 rebounds. And he remains perfect from the line, 8 of 8. That'll up the old 74% percentage on the year.
Ron, who's going to give the Rockets the spark? Someone out here has got to give them a spark. This is a spirited team right now.
Honestly, that's difficult because the 5 they have out here now, outside of Otis Thorpe, nobody really has done anything offensively. Floyd, the baseline running right-hander, gets it to go down.
The Lakers are very aggressive defensively, though. Every shot in the half-court game is contested. Every possession is contested. There have not been easy scores other than layups off fast breaks.
Shot clock at 9. Green goes baseline. Oh, and he misses the easy shot. Right into the hands of Campbell, who has it slapped away.
A.C. Green missed that drive and just went after it. He missed the dunk. Little hesitation move on the baseline. He missed the dunk, but he did not quit on the play. Little hesitation move. Watch it now. He misses the dunk, but he comes down, and watch what happens. He goes right back after his own miss.
Exactly.
And creates the opportunity for Eldon Campbell. And I sound like A.C. Green's PR agent tonight, but you've got to call it the way you see it. He's played a tremendous game hustling on both ends of the floor.
Eldon Campbell now 5 of 7 from the line. Has 19 points for the ball game, making it even 20 this evening for Eldon Campbell, whose high was 25 this year, and that's also his career high. Inside of 40 seconds, the Lakers with their biggest lead at 12.
Now, Bull will shoot a 3. They got to be careful, not on this screen roll lead him where he can step out.
Shot won't go down. Green had the rebound. Teagle leaked out. Nobody saw him. They finally get it to him inside to Green. Rockets on the transition. Thorpe. Oh, what a fake by Otis Thorpe. What a fake on Byron Scott.
Otis Thorpe has such big hands that he can show you the ball and pull it back, and you're not really sure where it is. That's twice tonight he's done that.
Lakers will get the last shot. Tony Smith all the way. Can't get the layup to go. All the way down the floor. And at the buzzer, it goes.
What a great pass by, is that Larry Smith, or I guess it was Otis Thorpe again. The big hands palming the basketball. The touchdown pass. That's 5 points that the Rockets have scored at the end of the half now and at the end of the third quarter. Here's the long pass again. The big hands that we talked about. And again, Terry Teagle not getting back defensively. If there's one thing he's done to hurt his team tonight is with the transition defense, not getting back quickly enough to prevent the easy score.
Starts the fourth period of Lakers ball.
Offensive rebounds. The Lakers 16 offensive rebounds for the ball game, only 6 for Houston. Houston also has 14 turnovers compared to now 9 for the Lakers.
Offensive foul on A.C. Green, his third personal foul.
That foul was on A.C. Green. That's his 3rd personal foul. A.C. with the big 13 points in that third quarter. Up the Laker lead to 12. They lead it now by 8. It's again, Houston 3 back in the loss column for that 8th and final playoff spot. Floyd from outside for 2, doesn't get it. Smith, formerly called Mr. Mean at Golden State, with the board. That's the first good ball movement we've seen from Houston tonight. Buck Johnson back in the game. Doesn't get it. Smith had good position on A.C. Green. Battles for the rebound. We've got a whistle and a foul.
Well, excellent hustle by Larry Smith. 2 offensive rebounds now, so he's going to give his team actually 3 shots at the basket to try to cut into this 8-point lead. So that's the kind of spark that the Rockets need. They need someone to give them a little emotion, some energy out there. Maybe Avery Johnson with his quickness, but someone's got to spark this team right now to give them a chance to win this game.
Avery Johnson from outside off the back of the iron. Sleepy Floyd chases it down.
There's 3 offensive rebounds in this possession.
L.A. steps up their defensive presence a little bit as Buck Johnson pushes one from the outside and gets it to go.
For the 4 opportunities, they finally get a score to cut into this lead. So good possession that time by the Rockets. Good hustle, good offensive rebounding before Buck Johnson sticks the shot.
Buck Johnson now with 10. That's his first 2 of the second half. And here's a man still looking for his first field goal. Sadale Creek to Teagle. Teagle goes one-on-one with Floyd right around Sleepy Floyd.
If we look at the matchups right now, Terry Teagle's playing the guard position, so he's going to try to go inside against Sleepy Floyd. Rather than to shoot the outside jumper, he'll try to post him and get him inside.
Outside, Floyd way short on the jumper. Long shots, long rebounds. Thorpe is parked out there to get it.
See, Ellen Campbell turned to go rebound the ball. He didn't get his body into Thorpe.
Johnson.
Well, they're really firing blanks up there right now. No one can make an outside shot.
They can't even get over the front of the rim.
So back him down and try to post him and shoot that spinning jump shot. You got Teagle who's going baseline.
Gets Floyd up in the air, doesn't get it to go, but Vlade Divac is there for the left-handed tip.
Now, why does that happen, Ron? Larry Smith comes over to give help. No one rotates down to help him, so Divac is standing on the doorstep uncontested.
And the lead is back to 10.
The Rockets are playing uphill all night. That takes a lot out of you trying to catch up. They've been down 8-10, trying to catch up most of the evening.
Otis Thorpe had 8 in the third quarter, has 2 here in the fourth. 23 for the ball game. The lead is back down to 8.
See if they come double team Terry Teagle. Try to get the ball out of his hands against Sleepy.
And Sadale Threet with his first field goal of the ball game. He has 4. He is now 1 of 10 for the contest.
Without Akeem in there, no shot blockers, the Lakers can take the ball to the basket without worry of someone being able to change or reject their shots.
Thorpe, Green comes over to help on the double team, but Otis Thorpe just powers his way through. He's 11 for 14 from the floor, has 25 for the ball game.
Many of those point-blank shots either off transition or big, strong post-up moves like we just saw in the last score.
Reed on top. Johnson on him. Divac battling Smith. Vlade tries to use a little speed. Count the basket. We have the foul.
Vlade is very deceptive in the low post. He can spin on you. He can fade. He can draw the foul. The shot clock winding down that time. And the lack of lateral movement by Larry Smith. He tries to play defense with his hands. When he did, Vlade rolled off of him. And he did not slide his feet. Goes into the lane and gets the three-point play.
Divac now with 12 for the ball game, and the lead is 11. 8:18 left to be played. On top, Buck Johnson springs it around to Sleepy Floyd. Gets Divac up in the air. Avery Johnson from just inside a 3, and Avery Johnson, the former San Antonio Spur, drains it.
Avery Johnson trying to pick up defensively up the floor, trying to create a little havoc with his defense against Sadale Threet. No one helping on the screen there, leaving Sadale Threet wide open.
Sadale's hit his last 2. The Lakers on pace for 100. That doesn't sound like a lot, but the fact that only 35 of their 70 games they've scored 100, but the last 4 they've hit the century mark. Right now they lead it by 11, 7:36 left to be played.
On the replay screen.
Now Mike Dunleavy up telling Sadale Threet to play Kenny Smith a little bit closer when he came across the timeline. Buck Johnson doesn't get it. Divac with the board. Here come the Lakers. They're not afraid to push it now. Here comes three.
It's his second turnover of the game. Played really a flawless ball game.
Sleepy Floyd takes it himself. Floyd with 6 here in the second half has 15 for the ball game. The Laker lead is down to 9.
Rockets need to make their move right now, Ron. They need to do it on the defense. We've talked about it. They've got to get some stops. They're going to go to Teagle.
Hakeem is back in the ball game. Teagle loses the handle, has it blocked by both Thorpe and Hakeem. Here come the Rockets, 3-on-2. To Hakeem over Divac, short, and Eldon Campbell comes up with the board. Good defensive effort by Vlade. He didn't move, just stood there.
And you can see Hakeem doesn't have his normal lift. I don't know whether he's tired or whether his leg still bothers him, but normally he would tomahawk dunk that one off the transition.
And now Sedale seems to be heating up a little bit after going 0 for 10.
Yeah, he missed his first 10 days, made his last 3, I think, so he's either 3 for 13 or 3 for 12.
3 for 13. And the lead is back to 11. Sleepy Floyd's doing his part. 17 for Floyd.
Well, you're down 9 with 6 to go, so you can't keep trading baskets. If you're the Lakers, you can trade, but if you're the Rockets, at some point in time, you've got to get some stops here.
You hit it. You got to do it on the defensive end. Divac turns, faces the basket, fires away. It goes.
The Lakers are playing with tremendous confidence right now. They feel they can go anywhere on the floor right now and get a score.
Hey, look at a much different team than they did a couple of weeks ago. Otis Thorpe uses his left arm, pushes Vlade Divac out of the way, and Vlade slaps the support to the backboard. He didn't like it. Nevertheless, Otis Thorpe already with 27 for the ball game. 33 is his season high. The double team. Freak tries to go around it. Thorpe puts his hip out. We've got 5:22 left to be played from the Summit in Houston, Texas, where the LA Lakers lead the Houston Rockets 99-90. Along with Doug Collins, I'm Ron Thulin. As the Lakers try to hold on to that playoff spot, Houston trying to become part of the playoff picture. They give Divac the shot. Oh, come on! Campbell tried to keep it alive. Thorpe throws the touchdown to Vlade Divac.
Use some clock here. Take your time. You got the score in your favor. You got the possession. You want to make sure you get a good shot every time down the floor.
Divac, shot clock at 7. Shot clock at 4. Turnover LA. Smith, Floyd on the left. A good foul by Sedale Freed. Gets Kenny Smith before they can complete the easy basket. Mike Dunleavy even gives a clap on that one.
Well, he took 2 points away from the Rockets with a very heady foul. That's only the second team foul, so very smart play by Sedale Freed to be able to get to Kenny Smith before he made that pass.
Scott back in the lineup. Terry Teagle sits down. 4:47 left. 99-90. Lakers lead it by 9.
Otis Thorpe has really been the guy that's delivered. Let's see if they go back to him. He's been the guy that's really been unstoppable.
Pick and roll. Thorpe, baseline J. Bingo.
Got to go to the guy who's delivering. Right now, he's got the hot hand. He's shooting 13 for 16, so Mike Dunleavy's got to call timeout and get some defensive answers for Otis Thorpe.
It is a 7-point LA lead. Still 4:31 left to be played.
Marty Aronoff just handed me this stat. Sleepy Floyd and Otis Thorpe are 11 for 15 this half. The rest of the Rockets are 4 for 26.
Ooh. Their guards during the 5-game losing streak were shooting less than 38%. The Sleepy's kicked it in tonight. That's the 5th personal foul on Buck Johnson.
It's been a tough night for Buck. Every time he's gone in the game, they've gone to him and he's gotten in foul trouble. But again, AC Green trying to post. It's a 3rd team foul on the Rockets, only 2 for the Lakers, so still neither team in the penalty.
Lakers lead it by 7.
It's a big possession right here for the Lakers. Rockets trying to make a little bit of a run coming out of a timeout. Offensive rebound, I think we've said that at least 18 times tonight.
Exactly right, 18 times tonight. New 24 for the Lakers. Campbell finds the opening. Oh, my goodness.
Buck Johnson had his back completely turned. Eldon Campbell came driving down the lane. He had no idea, no help defensively at all.
He's the big left-handed jam. The Houston Rockets lead the league, believe it or not, in dunks. But tonight it's been the Lakers. Olajuwon loses the goggles and the handle. Let's listen to that last dunk. We've got a microphone up here, and this is what it sounds like from in the basket, folks.
Let's see if we can see Buck Johnson. His back is completely turned and goes right over the top.
That hurt the rim. Put a Band-Aid on that baby. That foul was on Campbell. And considering Eldon Campbell picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, that is only his 3rd, so he's held off out of foul trouble, much to his credit.
Well, he's been very important because they need him on the boards. He's been a real key factor in this game tonight. He had an excellent first half. He had 15 points in the first half, and he's made some big plays, gotten to the free throw line tonight, and has really been one of the keys if the Lakers win this game. They're able to hold on to this 7-point lead in the last 3.5 minutes.
16 points to go along with 15 rebounds in Hakeem Olajuwon's return to the Rockets. And the lead is down to 7. We have 3:20 left to be played.
Rockets showing a little trap. Byron Scott.
He hurried that a little bit.
Yes, that was a little quick shot. He did not need that one.
Sleepy Floyd wants the ball. He's yelling for it. Johnson will take the 17. Doesn't get it. Divac trying to keep it alive. Off the leg of Divac, who doesn't like the call.
Now, the one thing that the Rockets wanted the Lakers to do is they wanted to show the trap. They wanted to disrupt the offense to get the quick shot. They got it. So the Lakers have to be patient.
Good tell.
I tell you, the Rockets are right there. It's, I mean, for as uninspired as they've played up to this point, the fans are trying to get into the game. It's a 5-point game. We still have almost 3 minutes to go, so the Lakers are going to have to execute.
Well, the crowd woke up. Eldon Campbell to 3. Inside to Campbell, over Olajuwon short. Divac had the rebound. It belongs to the Lakers. And a new 24.
Well, that's a new possession, 24 seconds. The clock down to 2:36. So if the Lakers can get a score, it would push it to 7, probably with about a little over 2 minutes to go. So again, very important possession.
And A.C. Green does a smart thing and calls a timeout. He wants a 20 timeout, says Mike Dunleavy. 2:36 left to be played. A 5-point Laker advantage. Now the key is, can the LA Lakers remain patient offensively? Byron obviously hustled that last shot.
Well, that's what the trap wants you to do. You know, Byron went for the killer shot from the corner, hoping to push the lead back up to 9. He didn't get it. You don't want to take quick shots, but the most important thing you want to do, Ron, is every shot you want to have good floor balance. So if you don't score, you want to be in a position to get back defensively and cut off any fast break opportunities the Rockets might have. I think Mike Dunleavy right now diagramming a play in the timeout. He knows what he wants to get. If he can't get a good shot out of this play, he wants to reset and make sure the Lakers go to the man now that's delivering for them, either an A.C. Green or Byron Scott coming off the screen. Sedale Threed in penetration has scored in his last 3 possessions.
There's the game reset. Lakers still with 3 pulls, a foul to give. Lakers 2 pulls and 20 and a foul to give.
Watch a back screen on Eldon Campbell for a lob. They have to be very careful. He's a great leaper.
Inside to Divac, forces his way. Olajuwon just puts up the arms. The Rockets have it. They are 31-8 when they shoot better from the field than their opponent. They're doing that tonight, but we have a whistle and a foul on Eldon Campbell. That is his 4th.
Vlade Divac forced a tough shot. He had 24 seconds on the clock. He was pinned on the baseline. Took a tough shot trying to draw the foul. Did not get it. And again, the Rockets out and running. But here's the play. You got the full shot clock. He's pinned underneath. And he takes a shot that there's no way he can make trying to draw the foul.
Otis Thorpe rolls it around.
So as poorly as the Rockets have played up to this point, you know, Thorpe makes this shot. It's a 3-point game. You still got 2:26 to go. So the Lakers have to be very careful not to allow their impatience on offense to cost them this ball game.
Lakers have the ball. 2:23 left to be played. They hold on to a 4-point advantage. They've led by as many as 12. The crowd gets back into the ball game. The 8th and final playoff spot still up for grabs. This will have a bearing. Divac Stuffed by Otis Thorpe. And we have a jump ball. We talked about the fact Houston leads the league in dunks. They may lead it in jams, because boy, Otis Thorpe got up on that
Now,
one.
Vlade had a wide open jump shot, and he tried to penetrate to the basket. I don't think he has his full strength back from that surgery. Did not get the normal lift, and Otis Thorpe with the big block. See if Divac can get up and get this tip and tip it back to Terry Teagle. If not, Sleepy Floyd will get it from Otis Thorpe.
Teagle and Buck Johnson already going at it before the ball was even tossed up. Here come the Rockets. Have a chance to cut this to a 1-point lead with a 3.
Under 2 minutes of series.
Byron Scott faded back in front of Olajuwon while Green was playing behind him. Now Akeem. Count it.
But Otis Thorpe just threw Vlade Divac to the ground.
Mike Mathis is going to talk to the officials about that. The foul has been called.
Otis Thorpe.
I don't know if that's going to be a
That's-
two-shot
that's-
foul or not. This was a foul. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Watch off the basketball. Here comes Otis Thorpe. Now what? He just got it. The left arm of Otis Thorpe just throws down Vlade Divac. They're not in the penalty yet, but you can see it right here. He just throws him down. Both teams now have 4 fouls, so we're shooting free throws the rest of the way.
That foul was number 5 on Otis Thorpe.
That's where that foul was so important on Otis Thorpe, because now in the possession, Vlade Divac will shoot 2 free throws. That is the 5th team foul and also the 5th on Hakeem Olajuwon. So the foul on Thorpe becomes a very important foul with this possession and the other foul.
So Eldon Campbell will come back into the lineup. So Thorpe and Olajuwon both with 5 personal fouls. Add to the fact Buck Johnson also playing with 5. Houston's whole starting front court in foul trouble. Divac 3 of 3 from the line. He has 15 for the ball game. And Eldon Campbell comes in. Terry Teagle sits down, so Mike Dunleavy going with a little more height.
Defensive substitution. You want Campbell and Divac inside defensively along with A.C. Green. Byron Scott and Sedale Threet, so you have pretty good perimeter defense, and you got a big lineup for second shots and rebounds.
Lakers by 4 inside of a minute and a half. Green all over Buck Johnson.
Remember, great three-point shooting team.
There it is. It's going to be off to the left. Rebound. A.C. Green had it. Olajuwon kept it alive. They're going to try to go back down low. To Smith. Fakes the 3. Loses the handle. Comes back up with it. Johnson. Olajuwon. Count it.
Well, interestingly enough, something the Rockets have not done much of is offensive rebound. The last possession, they go strongly to the boards to get 3 shots. We finally have noise.
I'm going to go Jeff now until Houston is quiet. 20 points, 16 boards for Hakeem. A 2-point lead. Scott dribbles through the back. Shot clock at 3. Eldon Campbell doesn't get it. Divac had a shot at it. Here come the Rockets. Bacon takes the lead. To Thorpe. To Smith. To the hole. Partially blocked.
Oh, he's
Traveling call.
Now that ball was tipped. That ball was tipped. That should. It looked like Bernie Fryer with the ball was tipped. They call a traveling violation, saying that Kenny Smith caught his own air ball. Let's see if the ball was tipped. If the ball was tipped, he can catch it. Now watch. That ball slipped out of his hands. That's a good call. That's an excellent call. When it first happened, it looked like the ball was tipped.
So with 28 seconds left in the ball game, the Lakers have a 2-point lead, and a timeout, excuse me, has been called. 28 seconds left, and Rudy Tomjanovich needs a victory to stay in the playoff chase.
They could use the majority of the shot clock. The Rockets, I don't think, will foul because there's a 4-second differential, but they can use the majority of the clock, get a shot up there, and then they do not want to foul. Let's see if the Lakers go to Terry Teagle.
Offensive rebounds have been the key for Los Angeles, but they were the key in Houston's comeback. 6 offensive rebounds in the first 3 periods, 7 in this quarter. Shot clock at 5. Street all the way to the hole, doesn't get it. Tipped up and in by A.C. Green, and offensive rebounding again.
Isn't that sort of apropos for the way the game has gone? A.C. Green, the man on the offensive boards. Shot, man coming over, contesting, no one rotating down to block out A.C. Green, and his relentless effort on the boards gives the Lakers a 4-point lead.
Let's take a look at it from a couple of angles. The play of A.C. Green, complete hustle.
All right, now watch A.C. Green underneath the basket. Here he comes. Here comes Otis Thorpe over to help out. And A.C. Green just muscles Sleepy Floyd right out of the play to get the tip in.
3 down to miss. Green, 22nd point to go along with his 16th rebound, and the bench likes it. Cliff Robinson, Jack Haley, who's a new daddy, he likes it. A.C. Green, 16 rebounds, ties his season high. But I'll tell you what, he has had the timely ones tonight, and he's moving so well without the ball, positioning himself. Otis Thorpe has done his part to try to keep Houston in this basketball game.
Well, when I talked to Rudy Tomjanovich before the game, I said, Rudy, what do you have to do to beat the Lakers? And he talked about a couple things. He said, Vlade's the key. We've got to do a good job on him. We've got to do a good job against Terry Tingle coming off the bench. He said, but the real thing is we've got to rebound. And when you look at what the Lakers have done on the offensive boards tonight, and specifically the play of Eldon Campbell and A.C. Green around the basket, they have really been the difference. I think when we talk about the Lakers also, too, we talk about a team that on the season has been outscored from the field 191 field goals. If you talked about they've made 378 more free throws than their opponents tonight, they have made 24. The Rockets have made 13.
And it's just amazing considering who they're playing. Mike Dunleavy did an excellent job this year coaching this team, considering all the adversity they've had.
Well, Worthy's out, the guy who shoots free throws. Magic's out, a guy who shoots free throws. And Sam Perkins, guys who go to the free throw line from posting up. So they've lost really their post game.
Bullard for 3, doesn't get it. Rebound. Teagle high for the rebound. We have a whistle and a foul with 1.4 seconds. But the Lakers on the bench clap because their team will go to 18-18 on the road at even 500 and 39-32 for the season. And they put another step toward that playoff spot.
Let's also put this in perspective, all right? The Clippers go on the road and win a big game tonight against the Pistons. So they get a win. You've got the Lakers getting a win in a head-to-head situation, and you give the Rockets another loss. So the Rockets now are sitting on 36 losses. And there can be a mad scramble. I mean, the Clippers could move up actually to the 5th spot here if they continue to play well. San Antonio has 30 losses, so Seattle move up. So there can be some jockeying going on in the last 3 weeks of this season.
Realistically, you see the dejection on the faces of the Rockets. Is it over for them? Because there's still a lot of basketball left to be played, and anything can happen.
Well, I don't know where their heads are right now, but tonight was not a very inspired effort. They tried to turn it on late, but couldn't do it. And the Lakers just hustled harder and, as I said, stole this basketball game. They realized it was there, and they went out and got it.
Well, the LA Lakers have now gone 5 straight games over 100 points, and they have put together 5 straight wins. Tonight they win it. The final over the Houston Rockets, 107-101.